student. Myself, Anu Yadav, Assistant Professor, School of Life and Basic Sciences, Silas Campus, Jaipur National University. Today, I'm presenting my topic on the curriculum Fundamentals of Chemistry for the BSc Honors Chemistry program. Now, before starting the curriculum, I want to tell about the different area where chemistry play an important role. When you work as a patent officer, dentist, researcher, you just need to know about the basic concept of the chemistry. Next, when we do what you can do after the completion of your BSc program, you can apply for the MSc for analytical chemistry, drug chemistry, organic pharmaceutical chemistry, and you can also do PhD in different branch of chemistry after the completion of your post graduation. Now, every student have a question in their mind: what can we do in the government sector after the completion of the our graduation? So you can apply for the UPSC examination, MPSC examination, and forensic science requirement. You can also apply for the government lecturer in the KVS after the completion of your master degree, and there is no need for any educational degree for you. Now, today we start the different papers of the chemistry honors first semester. There are two core papers. First, inorganic chemistry, atomic structure and chemical bonding. Second paper was the physical chemistry, in which we study about the state of the matter. Next is environmental study, which is a skill development program. And fourth paper is your object oriented programming in C++. Now, before starting the topic, I just want to introduce you about the chemistry. So chemistry is the study of matter or its properties and changes undergo by the matter. What is the matter? Matter is a substance which have mass or occupy a space is known as matter. So when we study the different properties of matter, we can use the different branches of the chemistry. Though there are 5 traditional branches of the chemistry, in which first is inorganic chemistry, second organic, physical chemistry, analytical chemistry, and biochemistry. Now, what is inorganic chemistry? Inorganic chemistry deals with the chemicals which does not contain carbon atom, like NaCl, cesium chloride, which does not have a carbon atom. We study in inorganic chemistry about the bonding nature of chemical, their chemical and physical properties. Next branch is organic chemistry. Organic chemistry is the biggest branch of chemistry which deals with the compounds which containing carbon atoms. All the chemistry of living organisms we study in the organic chemistry. Third type of chemistry is the analytical chemistry. Analytical chemistry is used for the determination of the composition, content, and identification of the organic compound, like mass spectroscopy. Mass spectroscopy is used for the detection of the molecular weight of the given organic compound. Next, gas chromatography, paper chromatography, column chromatography is helpful in the detection of the elements which are or compound which are present in the unknown sample. Now, fourth branch is physical chemistry. Physical chemistry deals with the study of the mechanism, kinetics, transfer of the energy during the chemical reaction. We can study the property and the changes of the matter in terms of energy in the physical chemistry. Now, first we go through the physical chemistry. Our topic is state of matters. State of matters are classified on the basis of particle arrangement, energy of particles, and distance between the particles. On the basis of these 3 points, we just classify the matters in 3 classes. First, solid, liquid, and gases. Matter can also change from one state to another. The process by which a liquid is converted into the solid is known as the freezing. The process by which a liquid change into the vapor is known as evaporization. The process by which a solid changes to the liquid is called melting point. Melting. The process by which a gas changes into the liquid on cooling is called as condensation. These are the different type of processes by which different matters are changes their states. Now, first is our solid state. When we talk about solids, solids have definite shape and volume. Their shape does not change with on the shape of the container. The result, solids are incompressible in the incompressible property. They cannot be compressed by the volume. Next, second point is the solid can be, we can change the solids by the heating of slightly heating of them. Next, the particle in the solids are packed tightly together and often is ordinarily arranged like this. These are the arrangement of the solids which are highly close to each other. There is no any spaces between the two molecules of the solids. Now, second state of matter is our liquid state. Now, when we talk about liquid state, in liquid, the molecules are very close to each other, but their arrangement of the particles in liquid are not specific or orderly, because the particles of liquids are free to move and the shape of container in which they can take the shape of the container in which they placed. Thus, the liquid is a form of matter that has indefinite shape, flow, and fixed volume. Liquid also, like solids, liquid are also incompressible. They are slightly expanded by the heating of them. The third point of the state are the gases. Like solid and liquids, gases does not have definite shape and volume. They can expand and in any volume. They just occupy the volume of any substance. A gas is a form of matter that take both the shapes and volume of the container. Like that, when we put any solids in any gas in the container, they occupy their shape. The particle in a gas are usually much farther apart than the particle in the liquid. Two molecules of the liquids are distance between the two molecules of the gases are more than liquid and solids, because they have many bigger space between them. They are easily compressible in the volume. When we compress them, they can easily compressed by applying the pressure. When we talk about the solids, when we study the solids, the first point is that we study about the properties of the solids. First problem, when we start the solids, so solids have, when we study the structure of the solids, so they are the specific lattice structure in which the arrangement of any atoms or molecule are fixed. We study their structure, their property, their position by the different X-ray chromatographic X-ray diffraction techniques. These diffraction techniques are helpful to determine the distance between two molecules of the solids. Like when we study the structure of NaCl, what the distance between the molecules of Na and Cl molecules. This is we study about by the X-ray diffraction techniques. Further, we can apply and use the different other liquids. Liquids are the liquids property have the viscosity, surface tension. These are the some basic property of the liquids which can study in the our curriculum. Surface tension, viscosity, vapor pressure are the same basic properties of the liquids. In gases, we can study about the real gas equation, different deviation from the ideal gas behavior, ideal. We have to talk about the ideal gas equation, which is we know about the PV is equals to nRT. Which gases obeys this equation is known as the ideal gas equation. Ideal gases, and when the gases are deviate from this behavior, they are known as the real gases. Most of the gases are known as the real gases. Now before I will talk to about the when we take a liquid when start to we provide the heat to give to heat to the liquid, it start to vaporize, it convert into water vapor. The process is known as the evaporization. In the process by which evaporization occurs, we just study the vapor pressure in it. Then next is solid melts and form liquids. The melting points can be determined by the different methods. Now in the next class we just start about the different properties of solid, in which in solids we study about the different arrangement of the solid, like some phase center cubic structure, simple cubic structures, and then we study the de Broglie equation. Oh, sorry. We study about the different kinds of lattice arrangement of the liquid, like phase center structure, body center cubic structure, simple cubic structure. And after that we study about the different defects present in the solids, like solid Frankel defect, lattice defect, which is useful to detection of the purity of the solid structure. In the liquids, when we start the liquids, we just study about the four properties of the liquids, in which we study vapor pressure, second viscosity, third surface tension, which is required for the complete physical properties of the to know about the complete physical property of the liquids. In the gases, when we start the gases, we study first of all the postulates of kinetic theory of gases. First, the postulates of kinetic theory of gases are the gases cannot the different types of postulates study, and after that we study about the real ideal gas equation, real deviation from the ideal gas behavior, and other some topics of the gases in next class. Thank you.